Not the wood.
How would you describe it?
So the trees are like not jungle, but it's not a forest either. So they're periodic. There's a path um, that I'm on, that I'm just walking on, and there's like smaller plants, leaves. Um, the road itself is more dirt and rocks, but not the bigger pebbles,
Hmm.
more like just closer to sand.
So, as you're walking around there, what's the first impression you get of this place?
It's like hasn't been tampered with. It's like an oasis.
Hmm. Does this place feel familiar to you?
No,
No? All right, let's find out why you're there today. I just want you to do a little bit of exploration. I want you to connect with your emotions and get all of your senses engaged. I want you to activate all five senses, your sight, your sound, everything. And I want you to go for a walk. As you go for this walk, just kind of narrate what's going on as you go for this walk. Let's start. What does the temperature feel like there?
okay, I'm already past it, and I'm in a city,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a ladder that goes up to the second story. People are wearing, it's like more sand, like a desert area location.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a ladder that goes up. People are putting it up, and I'm climbing up.
When you say it's more of sand area, you mean not like a forest. It's more,
Right.
okay, so this is more like primitive looking, living. When you say there's a ladder up to the second story, you mean of a
Yes.
building?
Yep. It's a building.
Can you describe that building for me?
It's like a brick,
Mm-hmm.
cement, like solid sort of structure, but it's not brick. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like cement bricks. Like you can't see the formation of the rectangle.
So does this look more like a modern building or something back in time?
Back in time.
What kind of time period would you guess?
I don't know. I can't tell if they're Arabic
Mm.
or Egypt, or I don't have a sense of what that is. Um, but they're like, hurry up, like get up into the second story.
As
So I
we're
don't know if I'm escaping or hiding or looking, or I'm not allowed to be out and I'm out.
as we're focusing on this, do you feel
Mhm.
like you have a body in this place?
Yes.
All right, I want you, now that we know you have a body, I want you to describe it for me. Does your body feel male or female?
Female,
Young or old?
middle age,
About how old would you say you feel?
between 25 and 30.
Does this body you're in, does it feel healthy?
Yes.
Yeah. What does it feel like to be in this body?
It feels like, I don't know, I guess the atmosphere around me, or the situation I'm in, the experience I'm having is dictating like the feelings,
What feelings are coming up?
which is different than if I was just in this body, not in this situation.
Mhm. Let's focus on the person you are now in this scene.
Okay.
Let's focus on them. What's going on there now?
So there's two gentlemen holding the ladder so it doesn't fall or break or go back. There's people up in the window motioning for me to come up, and I'm about to head up this the ladder.
I want you to go ahead and go up that ladder and just let me know once you enter the place. Let me know once that happens.
Stand there.
All right, before we describe this building, I want to start from the bottom. I want you to look down at your feet first and describe your feet and toes to me.
Okay, my feet are smaller than they are now.
Hmm.
There's a sandal that sort of has something between the first toe and the second toe. And then it laces around my ankles and up my calf a little bit.
What color flesh would you describe it?
I have a nude, color.
Would you say it's Caucasian looking?
Yes.
Yeah. As you're looking at your feet, are you wearing any socks? Is it more primitive looking? Is there any dirt on you? Does your body look clean?
The body, yes, is clean. It just looks like that's the footwear
Mm-hmm.
that we wear where we are. It doesn't look expensive or impoverished. It
Yeah.
just looks regular. I'm not dirty, but I do have sand.
Understood. So let's move up to your legs and describe what you see.
Okay, so there's nothing between my ankles and my knees, but then there's like a gown. It's not a skirt, it's not a shirt, it's not, I don't know, it's like a white material.
Like a short toga kind of
Yes.
one piece kind of thing. You said
Yeah.
you're male?
I'm female,
Female. Does your legs look fragile or are they strong?
strong.
Strong. What about your stomach or torso? Can you describe that for me?
Yeah, I'm not overweight, but I'm not emaciated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like average. Um, I'm getting that I'm an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that I'm like well fed, like I'm not hungry, but I'm not overeating either.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like neutral or yeah, neutral balance. Um, I feel like they're getting me out of the way so I can't be seen by someone else
Mm.
that is either looking for me or is asking if they've seen me and they're getting me out of the line of sight.
Mm. We'll figure what that is in a couple of moments. Let's just go ahead and focus on your body right now. Let's go up to your chest. What does your chest look like?
I have a smaller chest than I have at this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
My shoulders are narrow. I'm a little bit shorter. I have darker hair. It's down. It's not pinned up. And I have blue eyes.
All right, now I want you to look at your hands. What do you see as you outstretch your hands?
Shirt comes about midway
Uh-huh.
here. I have no jewelry on. I don't have long nails, but they're not super short either.
Mm-hmm.
They're like hands that have practiced like either an instrument or a tool
Mm.
or something, so they're like useful.
So would you describe your hands as muscular and
Yes, more than they are in this lifetime.
what's your face look like? Why don't you describe those features to me?
Yeah, so I have blue eyes, brown or black, like eyebrows, eyelashes. It's an average face. It's not something that those people would say would be super, beautiful
Mhm.
or attractive. And it's also not like plain. It's average.
How long's your hair?
Past my shoulders.
Is there anything in your hair, any adornments of any
Nope.
kind?
Yep, it's just straight down.
So this clothing you're wearing, this white kind of gown looking thing, is there
Mhm.
any pockets in it anywhere? Are you
No.
carrying anything else on you? Do you have
No.
any jewelry anywhere?
No. Plain.
Mhm. What about your mouth, your cheeks, your nose? How would you describe those?
Just average. There's nothing that stands out. There's nothing that would be something that they would say, oh, like you'll know her from this, or you'll know her because she has a limp, or you know her because she has a tattoo, or you know her because she has this mark on her body. There's none of that. So it's not, so I'm being shown that it's like your features are not, there's nothing about your features that would have you stand out.
Mm. So this kind of gown you're wearing, there's no designs on it. It's just more plain.
Yes.
Is that pretty much how everybody's dressed? Is more of a plain kind of clothing design?
Yes, but the men have turbans and like a thing that goes across their mouth area, but they're in a pants. They're in pants and a shirt. I'm in more of a dress, skirt dressy thing.
Okay, so you telling me that they were wanting you to move up this ladder to go somewhere safe. Let's figure out what all this is about. I want you to walk into that scene and just see what happens next.
So I'm staying in the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you just want to describe it. You said you were walking up the ladder. They were trying to get you away from somewhere to kind of maybe hide you,
Yeah, there's like a chariot.
like passing by.
Yeah, there's a chariot that's coming through and horses. Horses, chariot. It's not like a carriage. It's a chariot where there's just one person standing with the horses.
So, are you the same ethnicity as these other people? You said they look kind of more Arabic. Do you look different than them?
I can't tell.
Does
Maybe
their
I
skin tone maybe look the same?
well, I'm the only woman here. If I had another woman to compare myself to, I'd be able to tell, but I don't know if the difference is just because they're men and I'm a woman.
Shouldn't be any difference. So you would say, and they're just darker skinned than you are?
A little bit, yeah.
Ask them what's going on.
Like they're definitely trying to find me. But they're like, get down, you're too close, don't go to the window, get down.
Does somebody there seem more important than another? Someone in charge?
All the men that are there are all older than me, and kind-hearted and concerned.
I want you to walk up to one of those gentlemen, look him directly in the eyes, and ask him what's going on.
Okay.
You can ask, who are these people outside?
So it's one man in a chariot and he's looking for me to take me back or bring me back or take me home or return me to something.
I want you to ask them, why are they here for me?
I ran away.
Where'd you come from?
Whatever that main city is. It feels like it's a king situation.
I want you to connect deeply with that idea and that situation. What's the first thing that comes to mind about why you had to leave?
It was an escape thing.
What kind of situation were you in?
Like I was a slave,
To who?
just to the work,
What kind of work?
whatever I was assigned to do.
What were you normally doing?
I was doing something with clothing.
Clothing? What group had enslaved you at that point?
Whatever the royalty was.
Do these people look different than you? These people that enslaved you?
Mm,
Ethnicity wise? Are they wearing different kinds of clothes? Do they have more technology than you have at the other place?
they're more royal. They have colorful outfits. Like there's colors. The people I'm working with, we all just have this plain cream color dress. And that's it. But I was like not having it. I was overworked, underpaid, whatever that is.
How long have you been in captivity with these other people?
Since I was a little girl.
How did they originally come across you?
My mother was one of them.
One of the royal people
No,
or one of the slaves?
slaves.
Okay.
I was born into it.
Since you were young. What made you want to escape?
There's just this knowing within me that there's something else available, something else that we're not being told about, that that is just outside the walls that I've never been out of.
So they had convinced you that nothing really exists outside of it?
Yeah,
So brainwashing since you were a child.
yeah.
Hmm. Let's start at the moment where you left. How did that happen?
It's dark. It's
Mhm.
nighttime. They have torches out. There are like guards or guides or something. And I slip past and slip out and slip through and slip around and, just carefully make my way out. No one's ever attempted it before because it's like there's nothing out there.
Would you say it's surrounded by like desert?
Mm,
How would you describe it, seeing it for the first time?
yeah, as I'm leaving, there's like big walls. As I'm leaving, it's more of a road than when I was on the path in the oasis area.
Mhm.
This is more of a road, more worn in, wider. Um, yeah, just more worn. And it's at night and I don't have a torch. So I'm pretty much just staying on the road, just
You're
being
by
on,
yourself?
yeah.
Once you get on the road, tell me what happens next.
So I'm scared, panicked, I'm like fearful. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no foundation or framework to know what's gonna be there. So I'm just kind of fumbling along the road in the dark by myself.
All right, I want you to go ahead and fast forward that scene to the moment when something happens. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm at the edge of the village. Or
Of the
place.
village that had you
Climb the
imprisoned?
ladder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, climb the ladder.
This is a new village.
Yeah. It's like I was following the road at night and then the sun came up and when you fast forwarded me, I just went shh. Now it's like midday
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in the village.
How
And
would you describe this village?
um it's primitive as well. The women have like the metal pots, metal pans, pigs and chickens right outside their homes. And, they're working and the men are in the fields and the farms. They're also in town. And they can't believe I came from there. It's like this big hoopla, get her something to drink, let her sit down, tell us what's happening, all this kind of stuff. And I couldn't believe who they were. Like, tell me who you are. Tell me how long you've been here. What is this all about? And it was as though my whole world like blew up. Like,
So basically, your paradigm was shattered and exploring this new type of world that
yes,
you never knew even existed because of how they programmed you.
right.
What's your first impression seeing that the world's bigger than you thought it was and there's other people in other places?
I was so happy. It was like my gut feeling. I just knew that there was something else. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to get there. I had no idea what I was stepping into. And and so that's why they're all like, well, let's hide her, let's, we can hear, we know the chariots are coming or something like that. And they got me up the ladder and I'm up there in the tower and they're telling me, I'm trying to peek out and see what's going on because I've never been outside the walls. And I'm like, don't be seen. So that's what happened. I just escaped and they're coming to take me back.
So you said you seen the chariot going outside with one person. What happens next?
He stops. He's questioning people from his chariot. He's superior. He's better than. He's elite. He's dangerous. He's not somebody you would want to cross.
Is this somebody that feels familiar to you, or just you know his type of person? You know what kind of person it is because of your experience there.
No, I've seen him.
Hmm. Who do you feel that this person is?
He's just one of the guards that was sent. It happened to be the person I am familiar with. No, you can't, like, I wasn't allowed to communicate with this person. I wasn't allowed to talk to this person. You could just like look at each other and pass by and that kind of a thing. And that's more what it was. So he was familiar to me and I was familiar to him. And that's why they picked him to come find me. And why?
Let's go ahead and let the scene play out and let's see what happens.
I am bound. He does take me. He does bring me back.
Hmm. So how did he know you were up in there in that building? Did he just happen to climb the ladder or did he know he
No,
saw you?
there was someone there who pointed.
Hmm. So what happens on the way back? What kind of conversations do you have?
Conversations.
Does he say anything to you? Is he upset? Are you in chains on the way back?
No.
What's your situation?
He just put me between him and the railing.
Mhm.
And then he had his arms, he was taller than I am, on the sides with the horses. So there was no place for me to go.
So
I was
basically, he had
riding
you
with
fully
him.
secured. You couldn't escape even if you wanted.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead and fast forward that scene. And I'm assuming you're returning back to the place you were taken from.
Yeah. And I'm put to death.
Hmm. Let's go to the moment of death. How are they putting you to death?
And
They chopped your head off?
yep.
It already happened?
Yeah, they did it right there in the square when I got back.
Are you viewing this from outside of your body?
Yes.
Hmm. As you look at your head severed, what kind of thoughts are going through your mind having to see this?
I don't have any feelings. I'm glad. Like I don't regret. I'm glad.
Now, whatever has happened, and you're now on the other side of it. From that position, you can now look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at your life, what did you learn from it?
To question authority that's telling you certain things that might not, that ended up being a total lie.
Mhm.
It was not truthful, that you were taught to believe it without question. It's just so many generations of us have been um, born and lived and died in it that no one ever knew anything different. So it's like, this is the way it is. This is the way it's always been.
It seems a bit excessive to have you escape just to have someone go back after you just to put you back to death. You know what I'm saying?
See, they had to put me down because I would tell others.
So they needed to set an example to the people to show what happens when someone escapes.
No, no, it's that I knew that there was something else on the other side,
Mm.
and that could not be shared with anyone. And of course, I would. They couldn't trust that I would keep my mouth shut, wouldn't tell people, whatever. And they're like, yeah. And that was it.
So what do you think the purpose of that lifetime was?
And it wasn't a whole like everyone came out. There was a big ordeal. Like everybody was watching. It was not It was not a mega scene at all. It's like, no, you shouldn't have done that, and now your punishment is death, and boom.
Mm. So going back, what do you think the purpose of that lifetime is? Outside of what you learned.
To not always believe everything you're told,
Mm.
to take the risk, to follow your intuition, to, you know, break free, break out, break away from anything that has to do with control and suppression and
So always question, don't just believe
slavery.
everything. It's a pretty important lesson to learn. All right, now I want you to move away from that scene, leaving the person there to continue on their own path. You can either move forward or backwards to find another appropriate time and place that is information that you need. You are now at another time and place. Tell me what you see.
I'm in outer space.
From outer space, what perspective are you viewing it?
I'm I'm in space observing outer space.
So as you look down, would you say you have a body?
No,
As you look at yourself and your consciousness, how would you describe it as you look around?
I'm just light.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any clothes. I don't have any arms. I'm just I just have my consciousness, my awareness.
All right, as you're floating in space, I want you to move forward or backward to another lifetime where there's information that you need. Be there now.
I'm on a spaceship.
Mm-hmm. When you say you're on a spaceship, do you feel that you have a physical body in this place?
Yes.
Describe it for me.
It's thick, big, heavy, um, kind of like a hippo, walrus, rhinoceros.
Mm-hmm. Are you bipedal? You're standing on 2 feet.
Yeah.
So you would say you're saying you're kind of rhinoceros, rhino looking, but more of a humanoid?
Yes.
Hmm.
Like hippo weight, and it's like back and forth and back and forth.
Are you wearing any clothes?
No.
Let's go ahead and start from the bottom. I want you to describe your feet and toes to me.
It looks like an elephant
Mm-hmm.
or a hippo's big, thick trunk, toes and feet.
How many toes would you say you had?
4.
Are these toenails really big?
Yes.
Bigger than average?
Yes.
Would you say the bottom of your feet is more flat and more solid?
Yes.
Like not so malleable like a
Right.
human foot would be? Yeah.
Right.
More like a hoof.
No, not a hoof.
More like solid is what I meant.
Yeah.
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 What color skin do you have?
It's like a brown,
Mm-hmm.
more brown than beige, but lighter than black. It's not a rust. It's more brown.
Go ahead and start moving up your body and just describe it as much detail as you can on the way up.
Okay, so the legs come up, and it's just very round in the middle. And the shoulders are broad, and the arms are way out to the side.
Does your body feel
Reid.
male or female?
Female.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels like there's not enough space. Like there's
Compared to
not
your
big
body
enough.
size?
Yeah, compared to my body size, like it's not big enough in the space that I'm in.
Let's go ahead and describe your face.
Okay. So it's like I have two different faces.
How so?
It's like there's a face or a mask maybe that I wear when I'm doing my job, when I'm actively participating in whatever it is. And then there's the face that I have when I'm not doing the stuff that I'm doing.
Go ahead and describe your face without this mask on. What does it look like?
Um, wait, so this is a shell. I'm in like a, I'm in like a, I'm
Well,
a different being in the,
this is more like an exosuit.
yes,
So once you took your helmet off, you can clearly see that you weren't the outside looking part.
right. When the helmet came off, like I stepped out of the whole suit.
Does the suit look armored in any way?
Yeah,
Does it look kind of animalistic in any way?
yes,
How would you describe it to someone who can't see?
yeah. So there's like metal, like built right into the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shards and hooks and horns and claws that come out and yeah, and I'm a totally different person.
So taking off
Incredible.
some of this armor,
Yeah,
now that you can look at your body and see it, what does your actual body look like now?
yeah. So it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's blue and it's beautiful.
Can you say this is a female body?
It's female, yeah.
How would you describe this blue body? Let's go and start from the bottom.
Okay.
How many toes do you have?
4.
4 toes. Mm-hmm. Does anything about that body stand out different than human?
Yeah, I have a tail.
How long is that tail?
Longer than a horse, thinner than a horse.
So it's longer than you are taller?
Oh, no, not that long.
So around the same or just a little bit shorter than your height?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's just move up that body and just describe it. Just keep it going.
Yep, it's blue, it's going up. I have spots on myself.
When you say spots, you mean skin colorations?
Yeah, spots on
How would you describe the texture of the skin other than blue? Is there
smooth.
smooth like human skin?
Yeah.
So you said there's specks on it
Yeah, there's like large spots.
that are black?
Yeah, or darker.
Mm-hmm.
Could be dark blue.
Are you wearing any clothes under that armor that's on your body, or are you naked?
Um, I I don't know. I know I have really long hair here,
How long would you say?
like waist.
Mhm.
And it kind of hangs in the front, so it's covering most of the body, the upper body.
What color is the hair?
A dark black, dark brown, dark black. I have like cat ears. Like the ears are different than human ears.
If you can describe the shape of it or the face, is there an animal you would compare it to?
A cat,
So it looks more like a cat being, but it's blue.
right?
How many fingers do you have?
So it's I don't have fingers. Well, do I have fingers?
So look at your hands
Yeah.
and just describe them.
So they change when I move my hands. Like they feel like they're holographic. Like I don't actually have hands, but I have hands.
Does your entire body feel that way or just your hands?
Yeah, now that you brought that up, my entire body does feel that way.
Holographic?
Yes,
Blood wearing armor? That is
yes.
also holographic.
I don't know. No, felt like the armor was physical. No, it was holographic. We're all, it's the whole thing's holographic.
All right, you're back in this armor and you're back on this ship walking around.
Okay.
Go, let's do some exploring and tell me what happens next as you walk through it.
I'm walking along and I'm scheduled to be in a certain place at a certain time, and I get there and it's like someone's coming off shift and I'm coming on shift.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Where are you going?
I'm working in like a manufacturing kind of capacity with levers and steam and
On ship?
yeah.
Mhm. When you say you're working with all these levers, what do they do? What are they controlling?
So they're moving things up and down and things are going to the side, and then I'll walk around and there's a button to push and something else comes down. So it's like a manufacturing or assembly kind of a thing. But we can't be there. We can only be there holographically to do this because we can't live there.
So you're projecting yourself into a physical construct in order to make this happen.
Yeah, I guess.
Are there any other workers there?
Yeah,
Once you, who's next to you? Who's closest?
a dude to my right.
Is he dressed in the same armor and the same kind of holographic kind of show?
Yes.
I want you to turn to him, look into the eyes. Remember, the eyes are the window to the soul. When you look him into the eyes, you should either recognize him or not. Do you feel a connection when you look into the eyes?
No.
Ask him what you're doing there.
So he's explaining how this work is going to, like, we're pulling up resources. Like there's something that we're digging for. There's something that we're looking to find. There's something that we need to discover. There's something that we've been tasked with, um, just figuring out if there's any of whatever we're looking for at this place.
What specifically are you looking for?
Yeah, he's like, it's like a mineral, an element. Like, we're not highly educated,
Mm-hmm.
so we're sort of just like, do what you're told, follow the rules, stay on track, you know, get it done, work faster. We're not, we're not privy to like the information of what everything is happening, like why it is and what it is and how it is. It's just like, this is what you're going to do and this is how long you're going to do it for, and then when you're done you're going to do this. It's kind of like the past life where this is what you're doing, you're going to keep doing it, you're not, again, can't get free, can't make another choice, can't do something else. Control, 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 somebody else control. Like I can't go, look, I quit. Like it's just no such thing as like I quit. Or I'd like a transfer.
So the ship you're on, you're mining something from the ship?
Hmm. No, no, it's a planet.
Okay, so you were projecting from the ship to
Yeah.
the planet holographically.
Yes.
Understood. So the physical armor could physically be physical, and the holographic part is possibly moving it in the physical.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you're physically mining these materials.
Mm-hmm.
See the technology being used, whatever you're mining. What is it for? You obviously understand what you're mining and what the purpose of it is. We need to figure out that part. What's the purpose of this material you're mining?
It's gonna be used for weaponry.
Mm-hmm. Do any groups come in mind, a certain name of an ET race or anything when you think of this weaponry and what it is being used for?
Draco.
It's being used for the Draco.
Mhm.
How are they using it specifically? Do you know what kind of weapons they're using it for?
Mhm.
For what?
So it appears to be like a crystal
Mm-hmm.
or energy source.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's crystal, but can be liquefied, can be melted down, and it's like crack. It's like you can put a put an 8 ball on a spoon, melt it down, and it's a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Then they inject it. Well, it's like that kind of thing. I mean, that's the process that I'm being shown. It's like we get these crystals out, we melt them down, it goes into a liquid form, and then we load them into our weapons.
Hmm. Understood. What do these weapons do? If you can describe the type of weapons that are being used.
It's a gun, a plasma, they're saying,
Mm-hmm.
plasma gun, some kind of gun. And it's a longer form gun, and you can see the liquid in it from the outside of it. So you can see which ones are full, half, charged, not charged.
Hmm. How long does this liquid typically last in these rifles that you're describing?
So I'm trying to be taken away from this.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to be taken away from this.
What do you mean by that?
Something's trying to take me away into a black hole portal. They're trying to remove me.
Outside of you mining, or it feels like this is coming out of nowhere in a different scene?
Yeah. It's entering this scene trying to take me out.
Let's see what happens next.
Okay. So I'm trying really hard to stay here.
Let's focus on the portal. We don't have to focus on the mining anymore. You're saying they're trying to take you somewhere. Just go ahead and allow them to take you where you're going and tell me what happens next.
Again, I'm very scared.
Just remember you're completely safe and you're
Right.
only viewing something that already
Right.
existed, so
Okay.
it's perfectly safe.
So I'm out. Just something's just taking me some other place. I haven't arrived at the other place yet, but
You're being taken, you're saying through this portal or
Mhm.
inside another type of technology like a ship or a vessel of some kind.
no, it feels like I'm being portaled out of where I was. And I'm being taken someplace else.
All right, allow that portal to take you where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, and we're back to torture.
What kind of torture is going on? Are you experiencing any discomfort?
Hmm.
All right, just remember there's no more physical sensations. You can now describe it without the physical sensations of the torture. What's happening?
I'm being blindfolded, beaten.
By the Draconians?
mm, See, I was just really in the body.
If you'd like, you can step outside of the body and just
Yeah.
watch from the outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Let's go and do that. Step out. And now you can describe it without any physical discomfort of any kind, and you can see everything without the blindfold.
Mhm.
What's happening now?
So yeah, the Draconians are, yeah, they're not happy with me.
What happened? What made them want to start torturing you?
I'm giving away trade secrets.
To who?
They're like, you just need to keep your mouth shut. You need to like not be saying anything, not be talking to anybody.
They obviously pulled you for a specific reason. Who were you talking to when this happened? The reason why they would be punishing you. Let's go to the moment where you got caught doing something for the reason why they're performing this torture.
I was assessing the weaponry, and it's like out of my, like I wasn't supposed to be there. It's not my job, it's not my station, it's not my location. And again, I saw something I wasn't supposed to see.
A part of the manufacturing process or something? Like a
No,
trade secret of some kind?
no, no, when you said like, what are these, what are they doing with the mining? And I said weaponry.
Mhm.
And you said, okay, tell me about the weaponry. So I went there and I was watching the weaponry and whatnot. And that's when they were like, you're not supposed to be here.
Didn't they send you there?
No, my job was down in the manufacturing place. Like I wasn't supposed to be in that area,
Which area did you get caught at?
in the weaponry area.
How did you find yourself in the weaponry area? Were you just curious one day and you left the manufacturing part of it just to see what was going on?
No, you asked me to go find out what the element or mineral that I was mining does.
Are you saying they went to torture your body because Drago asked you about the technology, or because you're viewing an event that already happened and they're torturing you because you had just found out about what the technology was?
Okay, so I only heard the second part of what you said.
So the first part was, do you feel they were torturing you because I asked you to look into what it was? Or was it because you were viewing a scene and that's what naturally happened in that scene?
That's it.
That's what naturally happened?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the moment after the torture. What happens next?
I'm just tossed in a holding cell area.
Are you with other people?
Mm-mm.
By yourself?
Separate, yes.
What is this holding cell like?
Isolation, it's white. I'm just tossed in. There's like a flat area to lay on. And like a table comes up out of the floor and that's it.
Know how long you were there? How long were you in this little prison area?
There's not, it's not accountable by years.
How would you put it into human time? If you can guess.
Hundreds of years.
Hmm. What did that feel like, being trapped in a cell for hundreds of years?
You know, isolated in solitude, like punishment. You know,
Is it a type of cell where they use technology to keep you alive? To make sure you live the entire time?
not that I can see or that I'm aware of.
Are they physical bars keeping you from escaping?
No,
How would you describe the containment part of it?
you just can't open the door. There's no handle on the inside. There's no, it's like biometrics. Like I don't have the biometrics to get the door to open.
Hmm. So would you say the entire room is white without any physical light shining down upon it? It's just all lit up
Hmm.
in a way you can't really make sense of earthwise because there's
Right,
no physical lights.
right. Everything's just lit.
Hmm. What happens next?
I think I died.
Let's go ahead and fast forward that scene to the moment when something is happening inside that cell. Be there now.
Okay. They're coming in to drag me out.
Mhm. When you say there, how many Draco?
2.
Can you describe these Draco?
Um, very tall.
How tall would you say?
Um, way taller than me. Like tree size.
When you say tree size, how tall would you estimate if it's feet?
Like 12 foot.
How would you describe the Draconians other than their height? How would you describe their body?
Kind of like the body I was in when I was in the physical, that I was hologrammed in. Sort of like that with the toes and the, yeah.
So these Draconians that are dragging you, are these armor covered shells?
No,
Or are these actual the Draconians?
they're actual Draco.
But the armor is just kind of shaped like them that you were using?
No, the body shape is the same as them. The Draconians have this long tail that is just massive, strong, and whips around, and it's like a third hand in a sense when you're in combat with it.
Mhm.
Um,
You had mentioned a horn in the beginning. Is this horn, was it only on the armor? And it's not how the Draconians look? Because you said it's kind of like the Draconian's body. What's different?
so the Draconian's body is not smooth. It's like leatherish.
Mhm.
It's more alligator crocodile style. Like they don't have the long mouth, but it's shorter, more pulled back.
Like a shortened snout,
Yeah,
non-canine looking.
right.
More like a Ninja Turtle snout.
Yeah. And one's got this cape on, purple cape. The other one had a red cape. Um, very powerful, very big, very strong. Both masculine. Yeah.
So they were taking you somewhere. Where are you going?
It's just like pretty much dragging me like a rag doll. They don't respect.
All right, we're fast forwarding that scene to the point where you get somewhere. Be there now. What's happening?
I'm on fire.
What do you mean you're on fire?
They're burning me alive.
Is this something you can handle right now?
Yeah, my body's on fire. I feel my whole body's in flames.
Let's go to the end of that. What happens after they burn you?
I die.
All right, so now that we know you're the last day of that lifetime, if you would like, you can step outside from the body to watch what happens next. And just remember that whatever has happened has already happened and you're now on the other side of it. Just like the last lifetime, every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you now look at this lifetime of being this kind of slave for the Draconians, what did you learn from it?
Like all the rules. Like, don't step outside your zone of work, or like, don't try to explore more, learn more, do more, know more. Like, not good.
Or you will be severely punished.
Yeah.
So they felt they wanted to torture you as punishment for a couple of hundred possible years and then kill you at the end of that.
Yeah, it was more of a, well, we don't need her. We don't need it. It's almost like the person who owned me lost a bet. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just feels like I'm discarded.
Like you were nothing.
Yeah, discarded. Yeah. Like I didn't mean anything, isolated, alone, by myself, doing the best I can with what I have.
Brett, I'd like to now see you just take your last breath and see yourself transition out of that body. Just feel yourself transitioning and tell me what happens.
So I elevate up out of it.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens next?
I have choice where the next place is. Like you can go back and sit on the cloud if you'd like. You can see more.
All right, let's go ahead and drift away from that life. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the woman there to continue on her own journey. She will find peace. She will find what she's supposed to find, won't she? We're leaving her there to continue on her own path. We're moving away from it, moving away from it. Now, I want all the consciousness and personality of Suzanne to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. Hello. May I speak to Susan's subconscious, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do I have permission to speak to Susan's subconscious? Thank you. I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Susan's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has all the records of everything that has ever happened to Suzanne in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions? Thank you. I know you could have brought forth numerous different lifetimes for Suzanne to see today, but you chose to show her a lifetime of her being captured and enslaved by two different types of peoples, one draconian and one on some kind of earth. Why did you choose those specific lifetimes for her to see? What were you trying to tell her?
This is much of this.
What do you mean?
She is enslaved. She is trying.
Why is she enslaved?
That's what this is.
What do you mean this? What is this?
This lifetime.
The lifetime of Susan?
Yeah.
What is her role on this earth? Why is she imprisoned? Did the Draconians put her here? For what? For what crime? Does she have habit of disobeying in other lifetimes?
Yeah.
How many lifetimes has she disobeyed?
3,172.
Why does she have the propensity to always disobey? Does she come from a specific lineage where she's not compatible to be controlled like this? Where is her energy from? Why would the Draconians want her specifically?
Power is pure.
What star system does she originate from?
Series.
The Syrians are really good with technology. Is Susan really good with technology?
Yes.
What about that serious energetics do they covet so much?
She has mastered until implement it in a natural form.
You mean manifestation?
No,
You said she had mastered it in the natural form. Is that what you said?
Mm.
What did she master?
she mastered technology in a natural form.
Is Susan part of the secret space program? In what capacity?
Intuitive.
They use her as an empath, an intuitive empath?
Mm.
In what way?
Susan is the first. She tells others where people, prisoners are, innocents are, targets are. And she disobeys.
How long in Earth years would you estimate she's been enslaved by the Draconians? Including lifetimes.
Very long.
What would you estimate?
Mm.
I am noticing the higher self. There might be some issues with speaking freely. Is the higher self enslaved as well? How is the higher self enslaved specifically?
Not a woman.
She's not allowed what?
Not allowed.
To tell me that answer? Why? To the Dracos overseeing the session right now, can you not see that I'm an Alpha Draconian general? Any Draconians in this room, I order you to come up through space and time, and I'll speak through Susan's mouth. Hello, who am I speaking with? Please say your name one more time.
Moral.
Marak, do you see what position I hold within the Draconians?
Yeah.
Are you going to disobey me if I give you an order?
No.
What is the purpose of you withholding Susan?
She is not good for us.
Why?
She has powers, light, source, frequency, vibration, energy that we do not understand. She has figured out how to take our technology and make it natural.
Does this energy not belong to all?
No, it's ours.
You mean the Draconians created it?
No,
Then how does it belong to the Draconians?
we haven't.
Other beings don't possess it.
No, we take it from them.
What's the main purpose of this energy?
It can be used in multiple ways. We can heal. And we can use it as weapon. And we can hurt. And we can take over. And we can own. And we can have more.
Why not just free Susan's higher self and just let her be free to exist? You do understand that even though you're draconian, there is karma involved. Do you feel that you're outside the system of karma?
No,
So what do you think is going to happen to you sometime? Because this karma has to be repaid. Would you like to see yourself in her position?
no,
Why?
no, I would not like to change places with Susan.
So you're existing in the position of a hypocrite?
No, I'm superior
Why?
because Susan is not draconian.
Yeah, but how can you be superior if she possesses an organic technology to do things that you don't possess? How does that make you more superior than her?
Because we have her in container.
Do you know what I can do to you if I find who you are?
No,
Look into my light body of me as an alpha draconian general. Look what I've done. Can you look into that?
yes, and no disrespect.
What happens to the beings that piss me off?
Elimination.
Yeah, but I don't just eliminate you. What else do I do to you?
You make those suffer the same thing that they have made others suffer.
Plus what? Suffering the same fate isn't payment enough. What else do I require?
Part of our soul.
Do you want me owning part of your soul?
No,
Do you know what I do with those souls that I take?
no,
Look into my memory and see what I do to the souls that piss me off.
I see.
So you say I make people examples, right? So right now we're in a situation where we have a being that is being imprisoned for who knows how long, and you're helping that.
That's my job.
How long has Susan been imprisoned by the Draconians?
And that is,
What was the initial moment that happened that put you on the Draconian, that put her on the Draconians' radar?
she's special.
Put that into human words with what you mean by special. You said she can do things, but what do you think is going to happen when she finally escapes? Because you can't imprison a being for eternity, forever.
We do not want to know what she can do.
What do you think is going to happen if you torture her forever and then she's released?
I will not be.
You don't think I could find who you are and where you're going to be?
I did not think of.
I could find you in any lifetime. You
Yes.
know I can.
Yes.
Look into me and see what I will do to you if you keep this up.
Yes.
What will I do to you?
Not good.
Do you want that to happen?
No.
What's more important, you keeping her enslaved under order, or me coming after you eventually? What's more important to you?
Will you talk with Commander?
Is Commander here to talk?
Yes.
All right, I'm asking that you step to the side, and I'm asking the Commander to come up through time and space, and now speak through Susan's mouth. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Rock.
Shrock? Shrock, what is your command position?
Maximum command.
Maximum command. Does that mean you're a general?
More.
How are you more than a general?
More.
What is more than a general?
General plus.
What is general plus?
General plus is above general.
So you are a supreme general?
Yes. And there's more.
You mean directly below the elites?
Yes, there's more.
Do you answer directly to the queen or to the elites?
Both.
What's the reason why your people imprisoned Susan?
Has natural light that we do not understand. She has purity that we do not know how she has this. And until we know, she cannot go.
How do you not possess the technology to see what she's capable of?
We cannot see.
How's that?
She has used our technology and created a natural source. We do not know how. And we cannot let her go.
So you do understand that she may possess the original codes for all technology? And that's why she did not require Draconian DNA to operate the weapon systems?
Possible.
Possibly. Do you see any other scenarios?
Not that I'm aware of.
So would you say that's the only scenario?
Possible.
So as per my rank, would you be under me or would I be over you?
I am over you.
In what facet? How?
I am plus.
Are you lying to me?
Nope. Look into my soul. Look into my eyes. Look into my light body. What do you see?
I see weakness. Because you're afraid of what Susan's capable of.
You are mistaken.
I'm not mistaken.
There is no fear.
You do not fear a being that you imprison. You only imprison a being if you fear it. So you cannot say that you do not exist without fear to see what she's capable of because you're willing to imprison her forever, correct?
That is true.
So what words would you use if it's not fear then? Because I understand the Draconians, we are without fear, especially with our genetic engineering. But there's something there that you can understand, correct?
Yes, and that is why she cannot go.
So what
We
word or
must.
emotion would you say?
We must know.
How would you figure out what she's capable of?
We are still trying to find out.
By torturing her?
No torture. Just held against will.
Are you forcing her in other incarnations to play a role?
That is happening also, yes.
Is her lifetime engineered by the Draconians?
That is true.
What is the purpose that you want her to achieve in this lifetime? If her life is engineered.
This is a lifetime for her that is a space holder. So we have more time to discover this power.
So as you look into me, you can see that I'm remaining in honor and respect, and I'm not here to
Stop.
stop what?
Stop talking.
No, thank you. Don't give me an order.
You are not okay here. You are not as safe as you think you are.
You think I care?
I do not think you care. You just do not know all that is.
I agree that there's a veil of forgetfulness going on, but you also know what I'm capable of. My story and what I've done as a general is known.
You have been allowed to have that capacity.
In what way?
You have been allowed to carry on that way. You've been allowed. It is also as easy to disallow.
What do you mean?
Meaning you have privilege now that you may not have. Do not threaten me.
I haven't threatened you. You know that. So what do we do from this point?
You are commander. Now you know. Help us find the source. Help us discover she has this, can do this.
What help can I provide?
You can kill her once.
I will not do that.
Good.
Why would she need to be killed if the Draconians sent her to be here in this lifetime? Why not have just taken her life a long time ago? What's the purpose?
She was just here as a timeline space holder.
Understood. For what purpose?
So we have more time. We have more people working on the natural power. Find out how to make more and have more for us.
Can you look into my numerous lifetimes that I've lived?
Of course.
Have you lived any lives outside of Draconian lives?
Not many.
Were any of those lifetimes that you lived, did you learn what freedom was?
Yes.
Did you cherish that freedom in those lifetimes?
Yes, I am free now.
I only ask that analogy because do you remember what it was like to be free in those lifetimes?
Yes, I do.
How do you think it feels to experience that? Imagine if you were Susan, right? Just we're only imagining here. How would you feel if you were on the other side of this? If you were a being of light,
I no
because the light
longer have this
exists.
conversation with you.
What?
I no longer have this conversation with you. It is done. It is decided.
Then why are you still speaking?
She stays.
I'm not saying I'm trying to free her. I'm only trying to ask the purpose of her being enslaved.
It's been stated.
So, will she ever be freed? After you figure out what makes her her,
Possibly.
will she be allowed to go back to source? Hmm.
We have not decided yet.
What would she have to do in order to earn that back?
There is nothing.
Hmm.
It is not a choice.
So other beings don't have the power to purchase her life from the Draconians? Or is she too valuable?
Yes.
Too valuable?
Yes.
The
We must know.
Draconians are extremely powerful. I know this. What has prevented you from finding the truth about what her source is of the energy?
We have tried all that we know, and we cannot uncover it.
Hmm.
So we wait. We have her in a wait space.
Hmm. These couple of thousand lifetimes that she's had, I think he had mentioned the other being before you, it was a little over 3,000 lifetimes.
Yes, that is true.
Is that how many lifetimes that she's lived under the control of the Draconians?
Yes.
So she's extremely powerful.
We have no idea.
Hmm.
We'll find out.
So what you've had seen extraordinary things come from her.
Yes, that is true.
How do me and Susan know each other?
There was a time when we thought that mating into first source would help us figure out how she's able to have technology and make it natural and pure. It did not work.
Is the ultimate goal of the Draconians to take over all species because the Draconians are superior to all races?
That is true.
Is there no scenario where not necessarily we're seen as equal because the Draconians are superior? Is there ever a time where we're all just seen as beings of source outside of our physical bodies?
When everything was first created, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We are long past that time.
And that's something the Draconians never want to ever see have happen again.
No,
Never want to become one again.
no,
Why? Just out of curiosity.
because we are superior now.
I understand. Is that the only reason?
Yes.
Hmm. What do you guys want to happen to planet Earth?
We will take it over.
I mean, doesn't the Draconians already own it?
Yes, but there are others playing along.
Were these other beings given dominion from the Draco?
Yes,
Because no other beings can take something from another Draconian, I know that.
yes, we allowed it.
Was this through a marriage of bloodlines?
Mhm.
Were your people married into other ET species that are controlling this earth?
Yes, that is true.
Is this what happened with the Anunnaki?
Yes, that
You
is
married
true.
into?
Yes.
Outside this universe, how many different universes are the Draconians existing in where they want totalitarian control because of the superiority? Do they want to take over all the systems, all the different universes and timelines?
All of them.
What's the ultimate goal when that happens?
We will have ultimate abundance.
Hmm.
No one will be more abundant than us.
What happens when you achieve all that? Once you've conquered all the races and all the technologies and you own everything,
We will be complete.
what happens upon completion? Because me having my Alpha Draconian life, I know that war is one of our highest purposes in Dominion, correct?
It is at this time. Yes.
So in the end, if the Draconians reach and they consume it all, will we still need to have war at that point?
Yes, there will be wars.
You mean like rebellions, stuff like that?
Yes. Yes.
Is there any time that you foresee a type of peace to happen where the beings no longer fight back and there's a type of harmony going on, even though you guys control everything?
Possibly.
What would our life look like if everything was given to you, if the dominion was given to the Draconians and totality of all the systems? If we no longer fought you guys, what kind of life would we be looking at for ourselves?
You are one of us. Why would you fight us?
Well, we can say that same thing to you
I am not fighting you.
indirectly.
I do not fight you.
The Draconians fight us.
You are draconian.
I know I'm Draconian. I'm just trying to understand my people a little bit more deeper, beyond the veil.
What do you need to know?
What I just asked. What would be the purpose in the end if all beings submit to the Draconians? We give you all of our systems, we give you all of our back doors, all of our portal access. Once that's taken over, what kind of life would the beings be looking at? Is it full servitude forever?
Yes.
That sucks.
In your mind.
I understand. But I'm only seeing that perspective of the other beings we've been outside of Draconians to be on the receiving side of the Draconian side, because even though I have had my Draconian life, I've also had other lifetimes, and you know that. And I've been on the receiving side of my own people, and it really sucks. I know you understand that.
Yes, it is so.
So, what would be the purpose of a Draconian experience other lives to find the suffering if to not bring back the other perspective of being the other beings? What's the purpose of it all then? If we can't ever have a meeting of the minds where we can just exist
We
simultaneously.
believe Susan has power to reset. We believe Susan has power to change the power of us not being in power.
Mm.
And that cannot happen. We will not let that happen.
Let's say that did happen. What would happen to the Draconians?
It will not happen.
I understand. I'm just saying metaphorically.
That is why I am here, to make sure that that does not happen.
Hmm. Do you have a message for the Earth people at all?
No,
For who is curious about who the Draconians really are?
no,
No?
they are not worth it.
Hmm. So you're saying I'm not worth talking to either?
You are not human.
What am I?
You are draconian.
So are you saying I'm worth talking to?
We are talking.
I didn't ask literally. I said, does that mean am I worth talking to because I'm Draconian?
That is why I talk to you.
Thank you.
That is why I speak to you through Susan.
Thank you for that honor.
You are welcome.
I'm not here to disrespect the Draconians in any way because I know that is dumb. And I know how powerful you are. I asked you when I was saying this earlier, when you wanted in the conversation, I said, look into me. I don't mean any disrespect at all because I know that we are built on honor and respect. So I honor that.
I see that, yes.
So you know I mean it 100%.
Yes, that is true.
I would never disrespect you
That is true.
because you earned your position.
That is true.
So I thank you for that role. So since you don't have any other messages for humans, can we go back to talking to Susan's higher self and maybe help heal some of her health problems? If it won't affect anything with her violating any rules or anything that would make it hard for you guys. Does that make sense?
Yes, you may try.
Will you allow that?
You may try.
Because I just want to heal what ails her. And I don't want to violate anything that you are here to do to oversee her. I'm not here for that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because I know I have no true power in this physical body, in this very fragile human form. And I'm not conspiring to harm in any way. I wouldn't disrespect you like that.
Yes, I see.
The being I was talking to earlier, I asked him to look what I'm capable of. I never threatened him one time. I said, do you know what I can do to you? Correct?
Yes.
That was it. I didn't threaten the other being either, because I know that would be stupid to threaten a Draconian. Very stupid. So I do thank you for coming forward and talking to me today and explaining this.
It was necessary.
And like I said, I'm only speaking out of honor and respect. I just want you to know that and see that.
Yes.
Because that's all we have as Draconians is honor and respect. And if we violate that, we're nothing.
I see that.
Okay. I thank you for coming forward and I honor your power and I wish you happiness. Can I do that?
I will leave Susan's body then.
Thank you for your time. All right, I'm asking Susan to now come up through time and space and now speak through Susan's mouth. Hello, who am I speaking with? May I speak to Susan's higher self, please?
Yes,
Hello, who am I speaking with?
Susan.
Am I speaking to Susan or Susan's higher self?
Susan's hers. Thank you
Thank you for what?
for trying to pray.
Of course. So you can see we're in a very touchy situation right now.
Yes.
And this goes a little bit deeper than we both imagined. So what can we do for Susan today that will not violate any restrictions the Draconians are putting on her in this session today? Can we help with some health issues? Would that violate the overlays the Draconians are putting on her?
They will keep her down for as long as possible.
What do you mean by that?
They will not let her feel successful.
I understand that.
They will, they will continue to suppress, contain. It is like kryptonite to Superman.
She's like the kryptonite to the Draconians?
That is what she is.
Hmm. Why is she so special? The Draconians are some of the most powerful beings in the entire universes and timelines. How can they not figure out what makes her her? That's actually mind-blowing to me.
She is purity. They have not seen purity.
Is it because their vibration isn't compatible to know that truth of that vibration? Is that what's going on?
Yes, there is something with Susan that her they're they're make they're um,
Remember, I'm not here to pry anything out of Susan or you, the higher self. I'm only asking to, without risking your safety, without risking Susan's safety, I'm only asking what's possible with this session, with what we can do today without disrespecting the Draco, the Draconians. Because I know they're here in this room watching.
yes.
And they've been here since we started. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So they can see that I'm not trying to trick anyone in any way. I'm only trying to offer her some kind of healing, some kind of answers, because she deserves that. Like I know she now knows the complexity of how important she is and how serious this stuff is. So what can we do to her? What can we do for her healing wise? Can we help with some of the medical issues? Can we do a body scan to heal some of this? Or are the Draconians forcing all that on her?
Yes, it is from them.
Is Commander still here listening?
Yes.
Commander, is there anything we can do for her that would not violate anything that would, how do I put this in the words? Commander, can you scan my mind right now and look into my mind to see what the question I'm asking? I'm looking, Susan came a long way to get some answers and some healing. And I believe that she's being shown the Draconian aspect because I'm in fact Draconian as well. And we're trying to just figure out what's possible to do in this session today. And I don't want to violate any agreements the Draconian has or try to fight them in any way because I know that's a losing battle. I'm not stupid. So all the healing stuff, all the medical issues, is any of it possible to help today? Or is all that off limits?
They are saying that she must suffer, so she is kept weak.
So no healing is authorized today. Is that what you're saying?
I am sorry to say that there is none.
Okay. I will accept that. Can we get questions answered?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Commander. Thank you to the other Draconians listening here. Thank you for at least allowing this conversation to be had right now in this moment to continue. I really appreciate that more than you can imagine. So I honor you and I thank you.
They received that.
Sorry.
They received that.
Thank you. Okay, so Susan, we found out that she is in the secret space program, correct?
Yes, she was.
What is her main purpose in the secret space program that the Draconians want her to be in?
Susan disobeyed, and in missions, she would help the children, the innocents, escape a collateral situation. It was unauthorized, and she would help them escape. She would disobey.
When you say that, I saw images of it being no different than me saving Draconian lives and the innocence of Draconians. What is the difference between her disobeying orders, saving other Draconian lives, versus her disobeying, saving other lives that weren't approved?
Did you have authorization?
So it's basically all about just authorization to remain in that honor and respect and not violate those rules.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Is she involved in these time travel programs?
Yes.
Was she in the 20 and back program, 60 and back program?
Yes.
How many total years has she served in the lifetime of Susan this time around?
It is longer than she has thought. It's longer than she has remembered.
Could you give us a number?
They are looping her.
I assumed.
Yeah.
Looping her in the same type of lifetime with the same beings?
Yes.
Is this why me and Susan knows each other?
Yes.
Am I the same kind of rebel that went against the Draconians? And that's why I'm being punished as well?
Yes.
How do me and Susan actually know each other?
You were mated to try and discover through the offspring how her power worked, where it came from, how it happened, what it is,
Is she an anomaly?
how to multiply it, how to duplicate it, how to generate it. Yes, Susan is outside.
So were our children tortured and put in the programs as well to try to get these abilities?
Yes.
How many total children did we have?
Well,
12. Are any of these children in major roles?
they were disqualified.
What for?
They were canceled.
When you say canceled, you mean neutralized and killed?
Yes.
For what purpose?
The Draconians could not understand or figure out, the powers. They thought by mating with a commander such as yourself and your high genetics, that it would create a pure line, combining the two, which is what Draconians do. And they were looking to make a new line of offspring under Draconian law and trained and learned, taught. And it was not possible. They could not be trained. They could not be taught.
They couldn't be programmed?
Could not be programmed.
Is this from my architect codes, from me, from my line, or from her line?
Both.
Why did the Draconians choose me specifically to mate with her specifically?
It was a decision that was just made.
This was while I was in my Draconian body?
Yes. You did volunteer.
It sucks to see that my clutch and offspring died,
Yes.
because they were capable of so much with those energies.
Yes.
So it's more years than Susan can imagine. Could you give her an amount of years of 20 and backs? Was it including 20 and backs and 60 and backs, or is it just time travel in general, these loops?
It contains all. It was all. They had Susan is understanding more now.
Hmm. So this loop they're keeping her in, this goes on beyond Susan Shatner's life, correct?
Yes,
How long has she been looped on Earth?
it's been a very long time. It was before humanity.
How can the Draconians hold her so long? Does she not get the ability to go through the density graduation to go to higher densities or return home? Or is that being done unnaturally to keep her through technology?
Yes,
Hmm.
they must suppress her. And the way to do that on Earth is with illness, doubt, narcissism, no love.
Is that why the relationship she's been in, they've been seeing her basically douchebag after douchebag
Yes,
to keep her in that
yes,
reactive state of not feeling good enough
right,
because she's so powerful?
yes,
It's kind of like keeping her blinded the entire time,
yes,
which makes her self doubt herself, which makes
yes,
she's self sabotaging herself.
yes.
Hmm.
It's a loop.
Hmm.
She cannot get out.
How often is she being abducted?
In reference to,
Let's say the Earth life of Susan,
in reference to what abduction?
physically abducted for any purpose outside of her physical body, either through that is through consciousness transfer and or physical body. And then if so, for what purpose?
Is they are continuing to pull her to experiment, to try something new, to try and figure out, to use a new technology, to use a new method, to use something new scientifically that somebody discovered on some planet some time ago. Everybody reports back to Commander Plus about this, about Susan.
So the UFO she saw at a young age with her parents driving that and going into the Connecticut River. What species of ET was that, and what was the purpose of her being shown that?
Susan was not born yet. That was just the mother and father.
Understood. What was the purpose of her parents seeing that?
Her father had been abducted
During that moment or previously?
earlier that day. And then when the mother was in the car and they drove, that ship was for them to see, for them to know that what was coming was special.
Are her parents in the programs as well?
Her father is,
Lifelong.
yes,
Has Susan been in the dumbs on Earth?
yes,
What specific ones and for what purpose? These are draconian. These are draconian dumbs, I'm assuming.
yes. They're asking me not to
Okay.
speak about this.
Okay. Can we identify maybe some handlers in her life that wouldn't violate what the draconians are doing to maybe help her out in any way at all? Because I would assuming the draconians sent the handlers in.
Unfortunately, the men in her life,
Would you say all the bad relationships were all handlers?
no. The ones that she had relationships with, yes,
So she knows who those are.
yes,
Is there anybody in her current life now that she should be aware of that's a handler?
yes.
Can you name any of those people?
Her father,
How was her father handling her?
he is in not acknowledging her ability. He,
That's by design, I'm assuming,
yes,
part of his programming, so
Yes.
she don't wake up.
yes,
Mhm.
and he is allowed to put her down and tell her that it's not acceptable to acknowledge, sickness, pain. Told her that nobody would like to hear it.
Mm.
No one can do anything about it. So keep it to herself. And so she has.
Was he involved directly in her programming at a young age with trauma?
Yes, but not his consciousness does not know.
Mm. Was she raped by anybody in the family at a young age?
There was, they're not letting me say, but there is something that took place.
Is there anything that we can tell her in regards to that that wouldn't violate what the Draconians want? As you can see, I do this 100% respectful when I deal with Draconians because I'm not stupid. I know this is all honor and I would never disrespect them.
Yes, they're
That would
aware.
be very stupid.
They're aware. They know.
Like, I want to laugh right now because I know how serious it is. And sometimes humans, we have to laugh because that's how we alleviate serious subjects. Like right now. Um, what role does Richard have in her life?
He is here to distract her.
Mm. Is there anything you could recommend that she should do with Richard, or would that violate? Would saying that violate what the Draconians want?
No, it will not violate. They will continue to put people in her path that will be distractions. She requires someone who understands her unknown situation.
Mm. And not many people would understand this as much as I would.
No.
It would be extremely hard to believe.
Yes.
And I understand it because I understand the complexities because I've been Draconian. Technically, part of me is Draconian. So I understand what's possible. In the SSP, does she have a certain rank or position she holds?
Classified.
Hmm. Does she have clones?
Yes. Distraction.
Distraction in what way?
It keeps her fragmented.
Hmm.
Weakens her.
Because of alters?
Yes.
How many alters was created for her to be in this specific body to maintain it?
I do not have access to that information.
Hmm.
It would give you leverage.
Hmm. Implants, are all the implants Draconian, or are they also other ETs?
Draconian.
All Draconian?
We Draconian have taken over all.
Okay. Has she died in this lifetime?
No.
No. Is she allowed to have a soulmate in this lifetime?
If it's authorized.
How would we get it to where it's authorized? What would she have to do in order to have that authorized in respect to the Draconians?
Susan has no rights. Susan has no say.
Hmm.
It would have to be subpoenaed or approached to,
So a petition would have to be made?
yes, to the Draconian Commander Plus.
Hmm. Are these orders coming directly from Dubin?
No.
Hmm. What happened around age 13, this is a guesstimation of age where she was uncontrollably crying with no explanation. What was the purpose of it?
It was this lifetime's first return from a 20 and back.
So that was her processing something that she had no memories of, but her body was reacting to
That is true.
it.
Yeah.
Does that happen on a regular basis to her? She'll just kind of break down, not understanding what's going on because the body memory.
Yes, that is why she has so much medication
Hmm.
to keep it at a point of balance for her psyche.
Did her thyroid get damaged for a purpose? For control?
Yep. To limit her abilities. The more disease, the more illness, the more infection, the weaker she is, the more control Draconians have.
So the Draconians want, as a worst case scenario, they want it. Would they want her to be upon almost death, but not die? And that's how they would control her the most?
Their ultimate command is to find out how they can control the natural power or how they can take her. They will not let this, go to any other species. Is just they cannot have that happen. So they will, as you told her earlier, how you took your own life in eliminating the crystals so they could not get them. They will eliminate her. And that is also going on. It's a uh, dual path, dual program. It's find a way to eliminate if we cannot discover, recover, own, yes, and control this ability.
I understand. Can we know the names of the factions she's in, possibly? Of the SSP?
I have asked and they say classified.
Okay. What was the purpose of Richard coming in her life on the plane?
He was a handler.
Yeah, I knew it was a setup from the beginning.
That yes.
How did she recognize psychically that he was off and he wasn't who he portrayed himself to be?
Instantly she knows things.
And that's one of the side effects you can't stop her from doing because of how powerful she is.
Yes.
So she does have a knowing about stuff,
Yes.
but it's something that you limit her on. But it can't be broken. Like she constantly resets in a way, like breaks the programming. Is that because her original codes, like my architect codes coming from non-physical existence, is it hard to program people like me and her because our codes disable the programming partially or eventually?
They will let me speak about this as possible.
Okay. Are there any entity attachments in her body?
Yes.
Or do the Draconians allow them to be there?
Yes.
What is the purpose of the entities?
To limit, distract.
Are some of these entities sexual based?
Some, but not all.
With these entities that are sexual based, is that what keeps her in her sexual programming pretty much?
Yes.
Is it her or the entities that's giving her those thoughts?
It is the entities.
Hmm. When she was a Disney dancer, when she worked for Disney, did something happen there at Disney?
She was abducted,
Like on a ship?
yes,
For what purpose?
to input or activate or start. Like it's all of that at the same time. The illnesses with the body.
So after the abduction, the illnesses started coming? That was the purpose you're saying?
Yes,
Hmm. Was she waking up before that to point to
Yes.
escalate the
Yes.
health problems? What was happening?
yes. She was manipulating matter.
Hmm.
She was very strong in her intuition. She has no fear, none, even of the Draconians, no fear.
Can she not work side by side with the Draconians with this matter manipulation in some way to give her some kind of better position in her life in any way, or she's just known for just constantly acting out and just not listening to orders?
For a long time, they have been, that is it. That was the last chance. That was the last straw. That's it. But time has passed, and I'm being told that it's a possibility, which is the first hope that she has had in hundreds of thousands of years.
So she kind of maybe earned a way to be a little bit more active with the Draconians versus on the loop side. Is that what you're saying? Do I need to reframe my question?
No, they are saying that they are exhausting. They have spent so much time and so many resources on trying to figure it out, control it, uncover it, discover it, manifest it, have it, own it, duplicate it, that they are tired too.
Mm.
She is holding out better than they are. And if she was willing, they are open to a conversation, um, very limited, with one of their own. She would need to agree to.
Can you give her a specific scenario for her to understand what you mean?
She's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like choice. She doesn't have choice. She doesn't have an option. It's like she has to fold, cut, staple, and paste herself in a box to be in this body, in this lifetime, in this space, on this time bone, in this dimension, in this universe, with these particles.
Because of her matter manifestation?
Yes, that is just the first. Susan's power exceeds anything that can be possibly thought about. There are no words in the English language. She is love magnified. She is purity.
Have the Draconians ever thought that the reason they can't reverse engineer her energy because they're not entering it with love vibration?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if it's a signature that she produces, And that signature requires a certain vibration to achieve those physical skills that Draconians are coveting. Do they realize that maybe the only reason they can access and reverse engineer it is maybe through the love vibration? Because if they've tried nothing but love, don't you think it's logical that that's the only answer? It's kind of like the key to a keypad. If you don't have the right vibration or code, you can't enter it no matter how much you hack it, because it can short circuit itself and backfeed itself. Does that make sense?
Yes. They are open to negotiations.
If I'm allowed to make a suggestion within honor, maybe the Draconian should try that. Use some facet of love without manipulation.
They will not allow her to have that.
I'm not saying her, I'm saying the Draconians. Instead of using so much force, maybe try doing it from a perspective that love matches love. A love vibration will access the love vibration. Does that make sense of what I'm trying to say?
Is that would need to be done in the physical
Mm-hmm.
and with someone of love that can match love. The Draconians cannot force love.
Because what I'm seeing in my mind is it's not possible to access who she is without a Draconian coming in a love vibration to neutralize that frequency, to access that frequency.
Yes.
So it feels like it's futile to keep trying to force when it sounds like the literal key is love. And that's something that they
Yes.
haven't tried.
Yes.
Maybe try to give her a little bit of love. And she might be more open to. Does that make sense?
Yes. They are only willing to provide her with a Draconian hammer
Mhm.
to attempt this.
What about a Draconian hybrid that was created specifically with that vibration of love? That doesn't possess the full Draconian signature that's preventing it from accessing that signature.
That would be your children.
But you said that the children weren't compatible either. It wasn't possible.
The children do not no longer exist.
I understand.
But what you're asking for is the manifestation of your children.
Hmm. The recurring nightmares she's had with the same scenarios, was that being done to keep her in that like kind of lower vibrational state of reaction and emotions?
Panic and anxiety, yes.
Yeah. So it's only being used as a mechanism of control.
Yes.
Hmm. Is that something the Draconians always want, for her to always be in that lowest vibration possible?
Yes. The lower the better. The more control, the more submissive she is.
But the less progress is made from the Draconian side, right? The more they try to control her, the worse they make it, the less they progress in getting the answer to her
That is
technology.
just this fractal of Susan in this space-time continuum.
Okay.
There are other fractals.
Hmm. What was the purpose of me and Susan meeting in November of 2019? Was this set up by the Draconians?
No, this was you. You chose to come back and see her again.
For what purpose?
To see how she is.
Hmm. Why Earth now? Why specifically? I'm assuming you have her in numerous timelines as part of this fragmentation of her consciousness.
That is what the Draconians have done, yeah.
Okay, so she's basically not just here on Earth, she's in other timelines coexisting in numerous.
Yes,
So Earth isn't really a relevant question because it's just another location she's in.
yes,
Okay, I understand
it's an Earth question.
that. I understand. She gave me a description of like an octopus entity in her organs. Is this what the entity attachment is?
Yes,
Is that kind of what it looks like? It looks like a
yes,
multi-armed being,
yes.
or is its arms anchoring into her organs?
There are multiple beings with them.
Is the purpose to shut down her organs or only to keep her into a point where it's health problems, but it's not going to kill her?
Yes,
That's the purpose?
yes,
Just to keep her where she's just really uncomfortable.
yes. The more pain, anxiety, stress, panic she's in, the lower vibration.
So they don't want to just eliminate her and kill her, because obviously they can do that at any time.
Yes,
So they need her alive.
yes. They need to find out how she does what she does and can do what she can do.
Is it conducive to keep her on the Xanax and the sertraline, the stuff for like psych meds and depression and the sleep stuff? Do the Draconians want her to keep her on that?
Because they gave her these things through the handlers that she's had
Is
and
that
the entities.
is that the reason she was experiencing burning sensations when she wasn't taking it?
Yes,
Because other were the entity attachments causing the physical sensations, or was that the Draconians doing that as like a punishment?
the entities are draconian,
I understand.
and the burning was to remind her of what happened.
Of the lifetime where she burned,
Yes,
were the Draconians overseeing that lifetime as well, the burning?
yes,
Why was she burned?
because she went to an area that she was not allowed to go to and was caught um, gaining more knowledge and information about the weaponry, and that is death.
Hmm. Yeah, I made a clarification earlier. I was making sure that what I was asking her to look into wasn't the cause of her being tortured or killed. I was just making sure that was separate.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
What was the purpose of her spending 18 days in utero? Why did she stay in her mother's body for so long?
The Draconians needed her to arrive on a certain day at a certain time.
Because of a portal?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And she was trying to be born early. She's trying to have the body be born early so she would not need to take on the body. She's trying to kill the body.
Oh, so her consciousness inside the baby body knew
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah.
She had that awareness at the
Yes,
time
yes.
before incarnation.
Yes,
Understood. What's the reason why she don't sweat?
because she doesn't.
Does that serve a purpose?
She does not require it.
Because of her star system lineage or her genetics?
All the above.
Hmm. What's going on with all the recent weight gain?
It is draconian.
Hmm.
It is distraction. It is uncomfortability. It is making her feel unhappy.
Is that why they also gave her MS?
Yes, that was activated when she was abducted.
Hmm. What was the reason for the stage 4 melanoma on her back?
She is stepping out of line. She is manifesting here against all odds. She is helping raise the frequency, which is not draconian. That is not what they want. And she is what she calls consciousness revolutionary.
Mhm.
And she is looking to shift one of the oldest paradigms and programs, which is the education system,
Mhm.
which Rockefeller controls, which is Draco, and they're not happy about that.
Mm. So was it just a warning? Because obviously the Draconians wouldn't have authorized her to die from that cancer, right? Was it just again to lower her vibration to put her in that fear?
Yes, it's to keep her fearful. It's to keep her isolated. It's to keep her separate. It's to keep her searching for answers and distracted and research and, you know, these holy grails and
Like magic cures kind of stuff?
needle in the haystack. Yes. And it costs quite a bit of funds because it is not covered by insurance. And so by keeping her just neutral,
Money wise?
mhm,
That's
it,
what I told her earlier before we started.
it's either
Because if she had the money, she would have the means to remove some of these things. Like I was giving her the analogy earlier. Even if I remove some of these implants and what was going on health wise, what again would prevent the Draconians just to reinstall it? Like most practitioners don't know that's even a thing. That they can just they can redo everything that you just did. They can undo it all
instantly.
instantly. Yeah.
Yes, she knows.
How's her blood looking? Is there any infections in the blood of any kind?
Yes,
For what?
to keep her weak.
What kind of blood infections?
uh, from when her teeth were needed to be removed. It was done in a manner in which created the infection, which has been in her body and keeping her immune system very low, which is the long game. And it's what the Draco are playing.
Are they keeping this blood thing going on where it basically just keeps her in that lowest vibration, but it won't kill her?
They are talking to me.
What do you mean?
Commander's talking to me.
What is the commander saying? Are we allowed to talk about this stuff right now?
I'm getting instructions. So there is an honoring of you and your status and your commitment and your loyalty, that they are willing to provide information for you,
For Susan or for me?
for Susan, for you to support Susan.
Why is commander allowing this now? Thank you, commander.
They realize they are running out of ways to figure this out. And if she's willing to co-create,
In the direction of the Draconians?
yes,
What does that look like
Oh.
specifically?
it would be negotiated. But it would restore some of her health. it would give her greater ease in this life, in this body. They would provide her with the love that she's looking for.
What does Susan need to do to authorize that kindness?
Now that she is aware of all of this that she had no knowledge of before, she would need to be willing to allow us access to this natural purity. She might not be willing to do that.
Would the side effect of accessing that purity be to weaponize it? Obviously.
Yes, that is the intention.
So she would be selling out all the other beings in the universe just for her own temporary alleviation of symptoms. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. However, there are truths with lies attached.
Can you be more specific?
There is where you share something, but not everything. So it is a truth with the lie attached.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
I cannot for Susan.
Will Susan understand this?
Yes.
This kind offer that you're offering Susan, she will know when it happens? Will this be on a subconscious level? On like a non-Susan conscious level where basically Susan's not conscious of that agreement, but her higher self is aware of that agreement, if that was to happen? I'm assuming the Draconians are not directly talking to Susan and that it's all being done through Susan's higher self, correct?
No, there is contact.
Is she aware of this?
No. She is aware that they are present, that they are there, that they watch, they listen. But she is not aware of direct contact or what has been happening.
Hmm. So the infections of the wisdom teeth, are they going to allow that to get worse?
No, they are willing to allow that to be healed.
But only if she sells out everyone else by giving them access to the purity? Is that the agreement?
So she does not agree to give them full access. Susan would only agree to allow them to be able to view things that they have not viewed, measure things that they've not measured. And document things they have not been able to document. But she will not be giving anything.
Because of who she is?
Yes. The Draconians are okay with that. they feel confident in their abilities to document and access, that they could use that to move forward with their own cause.
Mm. Did Nicholas, did he inherit some of Susan's abilities?
Yes,
Is that why he can smell disease in people?
yes.
How can he specifically do that? Like, what makes him special to specifically smell diseases in people? This is Arcturian? I mean, Syrian?
Uh-huh. Yes. He has come in to her to keep her here. She would have ended her own life. She would have taken herself out before now. She stays for him. She endures all that she has for him. She has also broken the lifeline of abuse.
From her male handlers?
Yes,
What brought upon that?
she stood up and went against, disobeyed again, and did not just become what she calls a doormat.
So this was achieved through her own evolution.
It was her choice, her strength to say no more, not any longer. And she suffered greatly for it, for making that decision.
Mm.
It was at her personal expense.
What was the purposes of her losing her eyesight in her right eye for all that time?
That was the activation of the multiple sclerosis.
Mm.
And it was painful. And pain causes her to be weak, weaker. And it's concerning. And it was the third dimension that she's in now. And it's what they do here to have the human struggle.
Mm. Which basically you're doing the same thing to me. Is it the Draconians that's the source of my suffering as well?
Yes,
Mm.
you and her have much more in common than you know.
Like what?
Much more heritage, much more source.
Like architect class, like I am? Like my type of soul?
Yes, there is a creation within her that's very feminine, very natural, very positive. And there is a creation energy within you that is very masculine, very positive. Both of you are here to do good. Both of you have experienced extreme trauma, extreme torture, and still have it happen.
Did I make an agreement to be here at this time to be suffering, or was I placed here?
You were placed here as she was.
Was I placed here in a loop as well?
Yes, you are.
So I'm in the same loop she's in.
No, you're in a loop, not the same loop. However, the Venn diagram is showing that both of your loops cross. And that cross is where your children were created.
Is the reason I'm being put in a loop because of how I betrayed the Draconians?
I do not have as much access to your, but your higher self would have that information.
Do you have any messages for Susan of any kind that she needs to know?
But I honor her choices, her decision. This is our energy. For her to know that the circle it is no longer the snake eating its tail. That the circle is complete. And it's your source energy of never-ending love and support.
What does that mean specifically?
The snake being reptilian.
I understand. But you said it's, what about my support?
So for Susan, it's been the snake eating its tail, looping. My message to Susan is that it is no longer the snake eating the tail. It is a circle that's complete. And it brings with it never-ending love and support.
There was a couple people that tried to help her throughout her lifetime. The first person, it was connecting her to family. And they basically returned her money and canceled the appointment and went dark. Never heard from them again. Did that have to do with the Draconians as well?
They threatened his life.
What about the second person? They ended up dying the morning she was supposed to remove her implant.
They took her out.
Wow.
They will not let anybody. What?
So
They
that's
call-
why
they call
none of the
her-
healers have actually helped heal us, because they weren't authorized and Draconians prevented it.
Yes.
So even if we try, it's basically futile.
You know, now that this has come to be, today has come to be, now there is a different possibility available.
Because a new timeline was created? Or something that would have broken the loop?
That is true.
So the people that she tries to tell her story to, when they go dark, that has all to do with the Draconians removing them from those conversations?
Yes. They will not allow her to have her implant removed.
I think the Draconians know even now that even if I identified those implants, I wouldn't try to remove them against their will, because I know it would be no purpose whatsoever. Because I know how powerful the Draconians are. I've experienced it firsthand with my Draconian life. Draconians are some of the most powerful beings in the universe.
They are the most powerful at this time. That is what scares them about Susan. Because they cannot capture and duplicate the purity.
Is it possible for her to get any of these memories of the SSP whatsoever? Would the Draconians allow that? Because I don't think that would affect her mission and what they want her to achieve, will it? Like it's not going to change anything if she knew some of these as memories. Does that make sense? Because she knows who she is now with this session.
Yes,
So her having memories of some of this, would that be inappropriate?
they will allow it.
Commander will allow it.
Yes, he will allow it.
Thank you, Commander. I don't know.
It is a bow down situation. Yes, I will allow it.
Thank you, Commander. Was Susan a commander in the SSB?
Yes,
Did that have to do with Jupiter?
yes.
In what way?
She was, her body remembers.
What happened on Saturn where she would feel that she was banned?
She is not allowed outside.
What happened?
She, let me explain it this way. You take the entire continent of South America, and they're prisoners. And you go in and you take away all the prisoners. So now there's no one to work. There's no one to do the menial labors. There's no one to, in this life as a human, it would be cook and clean and grocery shop and car wash and things of that nature. Well, she went and saved that many souls with a mothership.
So she removed the resources of the Draconians without permission.
Yes.
How is she connected to Sophia in creation? Is she?
That is a good question. Yes.
Is this the original love energy the Draconians are referring to that they can't crack? This is the Sophionic energy?
Yes.
Why can't they crack it? Is it because of the analogy I gave earlier? They're not entering the same vibration required to access that vibration by being loved to access love?
No, there is an element of gracefulness and grateful that the Draconians cannot possess.
Hmm. Does she have connections in Egypt and Atlantis?
Yes, she was there.
What kind of roles did she have in both?
Similar to this one.
Luke roles?
Yes.
Hmm.
Punishment.
Like regular lifetimes?
Yes.
Nothing of importance, like
Right.
no big roles or nothing like that.
Yes.
So was it involving SSP still, or was it just regular human lives? Just
Both.
crappy.
Yes, both.
Can you honor Susan now by showing you who you are on the highest level? She can physically see you, so she knows who she is on the highest self.
Just let me see if I can do that for her.
Because she did want to meet you. Do you exist in a body at the highest self?
Yeah.
What are you showing her specifically?
I am pure energy.
Is that how you're appearing to her to show her who you are or what you are? What she
Yes.
is?
Yes.
How is she perceiving that?
As a star. But it is more than a star.
It's pretty powerful. I'm assuming that store has direct connection directly to source power. And that she's a portal of source power.
She is directly source power. That is what scares Draconians.
Hmm.
They've never come across this one.
I'm just going over her some of her questions and concerns right now. Thank you for your patience. What's the purpose of her not being able to get high with like marijuana?
She would access information that Draconians will not allow her to have.
Is that what's happening with me? I'm accessing information because I smoke marijuana?
Yes.
Hmm.
That is true.
So the Draconians won't allow her to access it pretty much in any way. Is there a way where she can access the marijuana energy without getting the downloads or memories?
It's not allowed.
Okay, I understand. She also wanted to know what her grandmother and uncles do. What is that in context about?
So her grandmother lived with her for the last 7 years of her life with her son and her mother and her father. And they have a strong bond. So both come and visit her. Both come with messages. She speaks with them. She connects and communicates.
Are the Draconians also overseeing grandma and her uncle as well?
Not grandmother, but yes, the uncle,
Why specifically the uncle?
because the children, her cousins, are also.
Would that mean that they're in the programs as well?
Yes.
How many family members are in the programs total?
Are you asking me to go back in her past ancestor line?
No, just in the current life. I'm assuming that I assumed in the beginning that it wouldn't just be Susan in the programs, it would probably be her son as well. And then that would have extended to possibly her parents possibly grandparents, stuff like that. Because I'm assuming it's the bloodline that's targeted. Is that correct?
No, Susan is not of that. She does not have that program. That's a program. Susan does not have that program running. That was a conclusion. That was an assumption and a conclusion that was made.
She also wanted to know if it was true that Bethany's son, Kevin, will return as her son's child.
That is true.
Why specifically?
Kevin was in the SSP. He would not agree, whereas Susan did agree. So Kevin was eliminated.
To be in the SSP?
Kevin was eliminated. Because he was told what it would be. It was by the military. And he flat out said no and thought he could just walk away.
So he's going to be given a second chance with the same terms through her son?
This is an opportunity for him to have a different father. The father he had in this lifetime, first time, did not support him. He handled it. Susan's son will support him. He will have the love, the cherish, specialness, the kindness, the generosity that he did not have in this lifetime. He will be able to reach full potential. And that is why he brought his mother to Susan.
This blanket that she uses, is there something special about this blanket that she uses when she travels?
Yes.
What is it representative of?
It is the landing location when she arrives back from her work.
So the Draconians are pulling her consciousness when she sleeps?
She has missions.
Both aware and non-aware?
Yeah.
Like conscious and non-conscious?
She knows she leaves. She knows she goes. She does not remember.
So she is doing missions for the Draconians and not just kept in this lifetime of non-abundance and not being able to do anything, period. So she is active.
She is active. She is under high security. And they take her to locations and have her do things because of the power that she wields. So you can get out of your cage for a little bit if you'll come do this for us.
Which is automatically accepting because I understand.
Yes. You have similar experiences.
Yes. What's going on with the vocal crystals? She had an intense experience with it.
Yes, that morning before she had a draconian, uh, significant draconian vibrational frequency removed from her body. However, the residue was not removed. It was removed, but the residue, I can explain it like this. When you drop jelly on the counter, you can wipe it up with a paper towel. However, it is still sticky. You need to get soap and water or a sponge to really clean it off. Well, she had stickiness in her body, and when she was placed under the Vogel crystals, it was not able, it was torture.
Mm.
The Vogel crystals were torturing the residue that was remain in her body.
That was by design, I'm assuming, because like if she could just access these specific vocal crystals, would it just reconvert her body's energetics or some of these overlays?
It will not work for Susan.
Yeah, I wasn't asking that. I'm saying were the symptoms she experienced because of that, because of these overlays. They're not compatible with the vocal crystals.
Yes, overlay means entity
Sure.
in this aspect, then yes.
Okay. So the entities were reacting to the vocal crystals pretty much, giving her that bad experience in the physical body.
Yes,
I understand. Because these entities aren't compatible with the field the crystal's producing.
yes.
I understand
It is like light on darkness.
that. All right, we've answered a lot of her questions. We still have 3 full pages to go, but I feel that this can take another couple of hours to answer. So I feel that we should just end the session now. And I just want to tell Commander Plus that I thank you for coming to talk to me and for listening to me, even though you didn't have to. I thank you. And I just want you to know that that is the first time I've ever bowed to another person in this lifetime. And I wanted to only say that with respect. And that was me showing you that respect. So I just wanted you to know that. Message received.
Yes, he hears you.
I thank you, Commander, and all the other Draconians here today listening to this. I thank you.